Now, do you remember your first song or what you were rapping or singing about back then?
Yeah, my first song was about speaking Knockerz. I was rapping about stuff we did, how I felt when the time first came.
Do you remember the title to that song?
Um, I want to say it was what they gonna do.
Remember what age you were at the time?
Hmm, Probably like 20 or 21.
Were any of these lyrics true?
Man, everything true. Everything I say to this day true.
Do you remember how you released this song?
Um,
Was it a CD? Was it a mixtape site? Was it SoundCloud?
I
Was it
think
a
I dropped
DSP?
it SoundCloud and with a video. I dropped it all, like everything fresh.
Is this song still available for people to listen to right now if they wanted to?
Yeah, it's still available today.
What was the reaction to that song at the time you released it, if you could remember?
No, I got a big reaction from that. Like, that shit actually surprised me. But shit, that shit's still probably one of the biggest songs to this day of my career, of the songs I made.
Did your parents hear this song?
Yeah, they heard it.
What was their reaction?
Mm,
Your very first song.
like, alright, okay, keep working type of, you know. It was alright to him.
What did your first recording setup look like back then? Or what was the first studio you recorded at when you started?
I was going to Quantum Beats in Columbia, South Carolina. I was recording it. That's where I first started recording it.
What led to that particular studio there?
Oh, that's where Speaking Knockerz used to record at, so that's why I started recording it.
What was that studio like? Can you paint that picture for us?
Mm,
Back then.
Back then, it was alright. It was like different studios, different rooms, different artists coming in and out. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was alright.
And this was the same studio you used for that very first song you referenced here earlier?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Being that that was your first recording setup or studio that you used, if you can remember, were you nervous back then?
Oh yeah, I was nervous. I still be nervous today when I get in the studio. For sure. I was nervous, but I wasn't like first timers nervous, cause damn, I used to see him do that shit all the time. So but I was still nervous just to hear myself through the microphone and shit.
What gets you nervous these days? Is it something that
A song that I think is a hit song. When I go to record it, like if I write a song or I make a song, come up with that shit in my head, and when I go to record it, that shit make me nervous, cause I be scared I don't get it out how I was thinking it or how I was saying it.
And for time reference, it's June 2021 now.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, do you like recording during the day or at night?
I say it depends on the song, cause I really can do both. Most of my sessions really be both too, or they start in the day and they go all the way through the night. So I really can do both. But I like to record like a up tempo song. I probably record in the day, and like something I'm trying to mellow out, probably record at nighttime.
Do you notice any difference in the actual music when you record during the day or at night?
Oh yeah, it's turned during the day. I don't know why. And at night, it's turned at night too, but it's a little slower.
Are you a loner in the studio?
Nah, I be with my team. I have a team with me.
Because?
Nah, I just have them with me. Not no specific reason. They just be there. You know what I'm saying?
You record inside the mic booth or outside the mic booth?
Inside.
Why?
Cause that's just how I first started. I be seeing people do it like outside. I be wanting to try that too, but I just got comfortable with recording inside, so I like my space, I guess.
You record sitting down or standing up?
I stand up. Just cause I started standing up too. I sat down a couple times too though, but it's like I'm just comfortable standing up. I'd rather stand up.
When you did sit down, did you notice any difference in the actual music?
It was like a little more calm. It was like sitting down made me like not get my point across. I be trying to get my point across. Couldn't get my point across sitting down.
When you're in the recording studio, top 3 things you need.
Weed, probably some hot tea, and my team. That's it. Somebody to say, turn that shit off, or start that shit over or some shit.
Have things ever got physical, as far as a physical confrontation, for example, when you had a team member in the studio with you? Maybe there was some sort of disagreement?
No, we always, you know what I'm saying, everything. Agree to disagree.
What does the hot tea do for you exactly?
It just make my voice, like, not necessarily my voice, but like how now. Like now I feel like I need some hot tea. Like it just make me, it clear my throat up a little better.
And is it a certain brand or
Nah, I ain't no certain
flavor
brand,
of...
Nah, I can't drink like no coffee or nothing, no, but I need some, like some hot tea just to clear my throat.
Why not coffee?
I don't know, I just don't drink coffee.
Ever tried?
Yeah, I tried it before. I don't like it though.
Is it the taste, or is it what it does to your body?
Nah, I think it's just the taste. It's too, I don't like it.
Now, what does marijuana do for you in the studio?
Keep me focused on just what I'm doing. Keep my head on straight, basically. Keep me calm, not anxious, not, you know what I'm saying? Get the job done.
Is the marijuana for medical purposes or recreational?
Both.
When it comes to medical purposes, you've actually had a prescription by a doctor?
Nah.
So more like self-medicating. Because this is something you need, and I asked you top 3 things you need in the studio, are you addicted to marijuana?
Nah, I ain't addicted. If I had to stop, I can stop.
Has smoking ever been an issue for your voice?
Nah. No.
Ever had to end a session because you were too high from the marijuana, perhaps?
Nah, I did end the session because it just wasn't going right that day. But it wasn't because I was too high, though.
Ever record drug-free in the studio? No marijuana in your system?
Yeah, I have before.
Notice any difference in the actual music? Drug-free versus marijuana in your system.
Nah, it's not really a difference, really.
What's been your biggest song so far?
Probably To the Dome. And I probably made that 3 years ago.
Was that created or recorded while you were on marijuana or drug-free?
Nah, I was high. I was definitely high.
When it comes to your use of marijuana, anyone in the music industry, and for example, an advisor, consultant, management, ever encourage this further for you, this use of marijuana, or discourage your use of it?
No, they discourage everybody. Nobody like me to smoke weed, really. I mean, they don't care, but they just like, a lot of people around me don't even smoke weed.
Have you ever made an actual song about marijuana?
I think so. Maybe 1 or 2.
Do you know the name of it?
Nah, not off the top of my head. Probably got 100 songs.
Craziest studio story, if you have one.
I ain't got nothing too crazy to talk about. Studio be smooth, and nothing be going on.
What's your recording process like these days?
Shoot, I go in the studio. I really already have probably like 4 or 5 songs ready to record. So I go in the studio, get my engineer 4 or 5 beats, let him pull up whichever one he want to start first. Start, listen to the beats. Remember how I want him to go. Smoke a little bit, and then I'm in there. I go in there, I knock out probably 1 or 2 songs straight before I have to come out. I probably do another 2. And shit, probably after 5 songs, I'll be finished. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be ready to go do some other shit.
When you say come out, you're talking about like a break?
Yeah, come out the booth, because you asked me earlier if I stand up or if I'll be recording in the booth, so I come out the booth, listen to what I was doing.
When it comes to your music, do you write or freestyle and punch in?
Nah, I write. And if I can't finish, if I got writer's block or something, then I freestyle the rest. But like, I always probably got, you know what I'm saying, something ready for it already.
Pen and pad or on the phone?
Nah, like on the phone.
Is that, when it comes to writing, for you, why are you a writer and not a freestyle punch-in type of recording artist? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I like to talk about something and really try to make somebody learn something or understand something. Basically, take my time with it, give it some effort a little bit.
And when you first started becoming a recording artist, is that how you actually started at first, was writing?
Yeah, that's how I first started too.
When you do have writer's block and you freestyle, was that influence or was that just natural experimentation for you?
Just natural. Just running out of lyrics, and then in the studio, you gotta finish the verse. You just finish that shit off.
And what do you notice in your music? Your actual music, when you write versus writer's block, you got to freestyle punch it.
Sure, when I write, it's always a hit. It's always something you can get from it. It's always a good melody or something like that. When I freestyle, it be straight too, but you know what I'm saying? It be more rush, not a lot of meaning.
Ever had help with your lyrics?
Nah, never.
Why not? Some do.
I just didn't, because I want to be comfortable when I go to say it, and when I go to rap it, it's easier to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Some real shit versus something else, you know?
Even though you haven't had help, has anyone ever suggested that before?
Nah, I had people wanna like make a song for me, but nobody suggests like, yeah, have somebody else write for you. People suggest I write for other people.
Have you ever done that?
No, I ain't do that yet. I would though.
What was your reaction when that opportunity came where somebody actually wanted to, I forgot how you worded it, but create a song for you?
I mean, I was into it. I just was, you know what I'm saying, focused on my own music and my own stuff I had going on. But I was like, I ain't turned it down, but I just never did it either.
Ever wrote or freestyle punched in a lyric so honest it was requested to be removed by someone?
Nah, but I wrote something so honest that I removed it myself. And I was like, I can't say that. Like, it rhymed and everything, but I was just like, nah, put something else right there.
Did that song ever come out?
Yeah.
Care to share the name of that song?
Nah, I don't want to share the name.
Do you regret looking back? Do you say to yourself, you know what, I should have said what I really wrote down? Or are you okay with how things turned out?
I'm okay with it. I can always say it.
What's been your hardest bar so far?
I don't know. I gotta ask my fans that. That's a good question. You know, I think all of them hard, you know. My hardest bar, I don't know.
Hardest thing you ever said so far?
I can't think of nothing off the top of my head.
We'll
Say
ask the
so much.
audience.
Yeah, we'll
If you
ask
do
the
have any fans watching this right now, go ahead and
Yeah.
drop in the comments
Mm-hmm.
Mook's hardest bar.
They
Or the
definitely
hardest thing he's ever said.
gonna tell you. I can't think of my hardest part. Them shit's all hard to me.
From start to finish, what's the average length of time you spend on creating a song?
Probably like 20 minutes. That's 2 verses and a hook.
We- Go ahead.
Yeah, probably 20 minutes.
We talked about writer's block, and you already said how you deal with that. You freestyle punch in the rest, or that moment there when it happens. But what's the longest you worked on a song? You stopped because of writer's block and ended up finishing at another point in time.
Shoot, I done worked on songs for days. I work on it one day, don't finish it. Come back like 2-3 days, try to work on it, can't find it. Shoot, I done worked on a song for probably like a whole year for real. Like I done had a hook for a song for a year, and I never had no verses for it, and then finally put verses on it. Type shit.
Do you remember the title of that song?
I think that was probably called Go Hard or something. I think I had that for a long time. I had that song for a long time.
And that song is publicly available now to listen to. Ever lost lyrics on your phone?
All the time. I be losing my password, losing my lyrics all the time. I be losing lyrics because I be having to turn my lyrics in, like when it's time to drop an album. I be done lost the whole album. I be having to write it up as I go. Then I be forgetting. I be having to listen to the song and write it.
When you have lost lyrics, though, how do you cope with it?
The melody. That's why it's always important for me to have a melody that go along with the song, because you can always just find it back that way.
Has that ever been discouraging when you've lost lyrics?
Yeah, I mean, but I always kept going, you know. You never really messed nothing up for me.
Have you ever gotten emotional creating or recording a song?
Yeah, all the time.
To the point you should... Go ahead.
Yeah, almost most of my songs, for real. Not every song, but when I record a song that means something, I do.
To the point you shed a tear?
Nah, still ain't shed a tear yet.
Has a song ever become too emotional you couldn't finish it?
Nah, but too emotional, I couldn't listen to it, though. I always finish it.
What song is that you're referencing here?
What's the title of the song?
And if you can't remember, that's okay too.
Yeah, Do Wrong. It's Do Wrong.
And that's publicly
Do Wrong.
available to listen to
It's
if people
publicly
want to.
available, too.
When it comes to producers, you find them or they reach out to you?
I find them, or some reach out to me. Most of them reach out to me, but I go looking for a certain sound. I find producers and I hit them up.
How do people reach out to you?
Instagram, send me beats, email, stuff like that.
You prefer when a producer cooks something up from scratch, or you like to sift through a folder of beats?
I prefer to go through the folder because I don't like to tell, you know what I'm saying, the producer how to make their beats or how to, you know what I'm saying? So I prefer to look through what I'm looking for because I really already be knowing what I'm looking for before I even look for something.
How long do you have to listen to a beat before you know if it's the right one for you or not?
Probably like 3-4 seconds.
Have you ever passed on a beat for whatever reason and it ended up becoming a bigger song for someone else?
Nah.
Ever had a beat pulled from you after recording to it already?
Nah, but I recorded to a song and somebody had the same beat, but I had already, like, dropped it. it's still out to this day too.
Care to share what song that is?
That's Vibes. It's called Vibes.
Did the other person ever put their version out?
Yeah, I think they did. They put their version out too.
Care to share what song that was?
I don't even remember their version or their name. My fans had found the same beat, same song, and sent it to me. I was like, damn.
How long after you had put it out already did this become aware to you?
It's probably like 2-3 months after I already put it out.
Is there a message with your music?
Yeah, all the time. There's always a message. It's a message for everybody, and it's multiple messages, whatever message you want to take. You know what I'm saying?
Is there an overall message with your music at all, or no?
Overall, the message is just, you know what I'm saying, keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Staying out the way and getting money.
Who is your music for?
Speaking Knockerz and the label, TBG.
That's your personal imprint?
Mm-hmm.
What's the meaning behind that?
Taliban's Entertainment. Taliban Gang.
And that's something you created or someone coined for you?
Nah, Speaking Knockerz created that.
So, is it technically his imprint?
Mm-hmm.
And was this before or after his death?
What was before or after?
The creation of TBG.
Oh, this was before. It was before.
Is there an age minimum to listen to your music?
Nah, it's for everybody. Young, middle age, old. It's for everybody.